Oh, right. Good morning, everyone. Like I said, good morning. It's currently 5:48. I've just weighed in. I'm just writing it down before I forget. We weighed in at 86.3 kilos this morning. But before I talk to you about today is Sunday. We'll go through yesterday. Yesterday, weighed in 86.5 kilos, which is only a 200 gram drop from last weekend. However, the changes in my physique are considerably different and considerably better. I'm going to zoom in quickly, just so you can get a better look at my ugly mug and I feel more of the frame. But yeah, on the screen you'll be seeing my physique shots. I am very happy with how I was looking. Obviously very flat, obviously very fatigued. Oh my god, my legs were absolutely battered just from posing. That's how hard it's been this week, how much fatigue has been building up over the past 7 days. But that was that. We then, obviously, it was a non-training day, so Saturdays I have my medium carb day, and then also did my cardio. So still 45 minutes first thing in the morning fasted, and still 20 minutes post-workout. Obviously I didn't train yesterday, so I just went and did it a couple of hours after meal one, in place of where I would work out, just without the pre-workout meal, and had that as a post-cardio meal. 12,000 steps, done that as well. And then that brings us on to the day. Today is a high day, not as nice as last week's high day, of course, because last week's high day was a Five Guys and fries and ice cream sort of thing with the jam and all the good stuff on top. What I'll do, obviously I haven't had it yet because I'm having it today, hence the excitement at 5 in the morning to eat. What I'm more excited about is quad day at Norton, new equipment. Or I used to train there, so it's not new for me, but new to the body because I haven't done it in a while. But what is more exciting on top of that is, like last week, no Stairmaster in the morning, just a 30-minute brisk walk. Obviously it's gonna be freezing out there, so I'm gonna want to get him moving anyway. That is my cardio for today before we take weight, hopefully drop fatigue, and then go tomorrow. Like I said, even on a non-training day with more calories, I dropped another 200 grams. Same as what I dropped in 7 days, I dropped in 2 days. This is because the fatigue builds up, inflammation builds up, and water retention builds up when your body is dieting for a longer period of time, as there's no food to fuel recovery, and therefore the recovery process is the inflammation reduction, the holding the water, shifting that out of the muscle when it is recovered. All those processes are slowed down. So the actual scale weight itself, there's sometimes a delayed response, and that warrants why you need higher food on certain days. I've eaten more food and lost weight, not because I've done more activity, I've done less activity. It's because rest has allowed my body to recover and sort itself out. With that being said, I know what I'm going to be eating today, so I will take you through that. I haven't eaten it yet, so I can't give you a definitive on everything, but I'll take you through. You'll see the pictures in retrospect, and also the total daily calories, which I will tot up after the video. So we've got meal one, 150 grams of cooked weight beef mince, 2 whole eggs, and 120 grams of oats. The most oats I've had on prep so far. Those extra 20 grams are in the place of the 20 grams of jam that I usually have. Less sugar, more fiber. Like I said, it's a cleaner high day. Pictures will be on the screen. Then we will move on to my pre-workout meal, which is 250 grams of cooked weight chicken breast with the Jake and jerk seasoning. Oh my god, that has been a game changer. I mentioned that in my previous vlog. If you haven't seen that, there is a link to that in the description below. 300 grams of cooked weight jasmine rice and 1.5 muffins, wide the half to make up the macros between having a Starbucks muffin, which is what Brad uses as his standard. So 1.5 Tesco muffins, which is near on the exact macros of a Starbucks muffin. So what I do now is I'll cut to me tasting that because it's a tradition on the prep series. Okay, meal 2 is done. So you know what time it is. It's time for the muffin taste test. Got the regular chocolate chip again. First bite on the camera, as tradition. Cheers. It just never gets old. Honestly insane. Right, time to train, big quad session, and I'll catch you a bit later on. Okay, then we're going to go and train quads. Obviously I'll whip up my pre-workout, you've seen that plenty of times. I won't take you through that because it's not a day in the life, it's a week in the life, and I'm trying to condense this exciting high day into one clip. But what I will do is now take you to my meal 3, which is a post-workout shake, 25 grams of whey and 50 grams of secret dextrin carbohydrate powder. So what I'll do is I'll show you a compilation of the workout and then catch you back for meal 3. Okay, right everyone, we are out of the gym. Very successful session. Obviously I'm having my meal 3 now, which from the intro you'd know is a shake, 25 grams of whey protein and 50 grams of secretion carbohydrate powder. If you're watching just solely the leg workout, then this is part of my weekly vlog, which I've put into both of my videos just as a crossover, so I can talk about the workout as part of the vlog as well as this YouTube video. But I hope you did enjoy the video. Hopefully you could hear me. Obviously last time we had a bit of a mare with that, the music was louder than I thought it was, so hopefully I spoke a bit louder and the music wasn't as bad. But regardless, it was a great session, unbelievable. Do you know what, getting in there and not having to think about progressing the load, new exciting equipment, just really losing yourself in the weights. It's like being new to the gym again. So it was really exciting, really fun to do. Didn't really get on with the leg extension too well. I much preferred the prime one. The prime one is just creme de la creme, but we still made it work. Insane pump from it anyway. So that was great. Then the hack squat, that hack squat is unbelievable. Not having to use a band, getting nice and deep, not being stuck prematurely, which also puts emphasis on the knees, as well as it being a stiff hack squat, that Icarian pre-core that we got graftism. So that was great to use. I think the Mark II, so the newer version of that, is coming to my gym when it reopens, so that'll be exciting to use that as well. Yeah, we overshot that a bit. You have to, when you get excited, you have to. I forget that I'm dieting. But that's what the preliminary sets are for anyway, to get blood into that muscle and put some work in. Although that last set is my all out set to failure, the other ones are working sets and we are putting work in, especially when you start high. Obviously the 1 plate wasn't, but the 2 plates we started to feel it. The 2.5 was definitely a working set, not to failure, like a 2 RAR, 3 RAR. It's like RAR training until you get to that top set. Obviously set 4 was nearly a top set and then I overshot a bit. That pendulum, standing pendulum squat, it was amazing, honestly. I forgot how much I love that machine. And then just using that, I humbled myself a bit and made sure not to go too heavy. And you can see from that top set, I said 1 more rep. I don't know if you would have heard me, but I said 1 more rep and I got 2, 3 more. Just showing you that I wanted it that much, just showing you I wanted to get that working, get that stimulus, get those leg gains. And then the Avenger leg press, it's a very niche bit of kit and it is insane. A lot of gyms are missing out by not having that. Like I mentioned before, having the feet a bit lower, get that maximum knee flexion without having to cause any anterior pelvic tilt, you know, that bum lift that you have to, especially on stuff like that hammer strength leg press, which I'm not really a fan of personally. So that was insane. Rest, pause, went to work. Tempo was on point. I'm looking forward to watching the clips back myself and just reliving the moments, if I'm honest with you. My hunger has been lit. My fire for training has been relit. Sometimes good to get out of your comfort zone and visit a new place, a new gym. Obviously I used to train here, so it's not really new, so I'm not like overwhelmed by being in a new environment. It's just refreshing. Hopefully you can't hear the beeping of that reversing truck too loudly over me, but apologies if you can. I just have to have the windows open, it's so hot. And obviously we finished off with adductors. Would have been a bit more beneficial to have it lent back a bit, but you make do with what you got. I'll be more grateful when I get back onto that Panetta one in graftism. That wrapped up the workout, and then I did my posing rounds. I haven't looked back on them yet, so I might not like them, but I'm 100% transparent, so whether you're watching the quad workout video or the vlog, they will be on screen for you here to see how we're looking. I'm not sure if the lighting was very good and if I posed very well, but I took a big leap in confidence to get into my posing trunks in the gym and pose in the functional room, so I'm going to put them up anyway. And then obviously in the vlog I'll let you know if I like them, so you have to go and check that out. The link to that will be in the description below if you are watching the workout video itself. And I finish off with some hyperextensions, get some blood flow into them glutes and really try and nail them in now because it's crunch time. But that's going to wrap up this part, and if you're watching the vlog I will catch you all for the rest of the talk through in the morning as we go through the rest of my meals. But okay, so you've seen how the workout went, and then that will bring us on to meal 4. Meal 4 is 200 grams of cooked weight mince and 300 grams of cooked weight jasmine rice. Very simple, very easy meal. And then I will finish off my steps after that between my last 2 meals, as there are carbs in my final meal, and that help with the recovery leading into obviously a deeper fatiguing workout like a quad day, as well as, apologies for the cotton mouth, like I said, it's the break of dawn. But I brought my water this time, not making that error of sitting there with cotton mouth again. No one should be talking this much pre 6 a.m. And my final meal of the day is 200 grams of cooked weight chicken breast, 200 grams of cooked weight jasmine rice, 150 grams of cooked weight white potato and 100 grams of green beans. And that wraps up all the food, wraps up the training. You've seen me talk through it, the posing from the high day. The plan is, whether it will come to fruition or not, is to film a mic'd up version of my leg day and then to pose in my posing trunk. So all some good stuff coming today, a lot of good content coming today. Very excited. The food brings out a new version of me and that will wrap up the Sunday. What I will do is either catch you Sunday evening, so this evening, or I'll reconvene with you on Monday, depending on how battered I am from all this output that is going to be going down and input is going to be going in. So very exciting day, and I will catch you all a bit later on. Oh, right, it has been a couple of days, people. It is Wednesday. I am probably wearing the same t-shirt that I was wearing when we last checked in, because this has been my comfort t-shirt. I only wear it like just chilling in the house, jump into it. Getting to the point now where, I know everyone says it, but you get into that leanness where it's just cold all the time. So I wear a jumper mostly in the evenings as well, because it gets freezing. But a couple of days hiatus from filming the vlog. I've still been putting in the work, still been giving prep 110%. I just haven't really felt like documenting too much. I just felt very flat in myself, some body dysmorphia, very just deflated and rubbish. So I thought I'd take the couple of days just to refresh my mind, unburn out my mental state, and then come back and bring you back up to date with what's been going on. So we obviously had that massive segment in the intro where I talked you through briefly Saturday, but mostly my high day Sunday. Monday, I woke up the same weight that I was on Saturday, so with a medium and a high day, no weight loss. And in all honesty, and I told this to Brad, I just didn't feel like it was a high day. The pump wasn't the high day pump in the gym. Obviously we had a great leg day, which you will see at some point, whether I put this up before or after. It will likely be after, as I will be doing 2 leg days back to back in terms of footage and filming, as I filmed a mic'd up one, which I'm talking about now. I also have an old one from my high day before that, which was a high day, that I will be filming a talk through for today. But yeah, the recovery just wasn't there. Strength is starting to hit the bin, but my training is getting better, although it's getting weaker, because I've been shifting my focus to other areas of my execution, purpose, performance, tempo, and it's just still progressing, just in a different manner, in a different fashion. So when we get to the off season and we rebound out of these shows, it's going to be crazy when I can combine the two. Moving on to Monday, back to business as usual. 3 low days. I'm actually checking in tomorrow, so fingers crossed, cross your fingers for me that we get some sort of food increase. At this point I don't care, I just want to be my best, whatever he points I shoot. Monday was good. I had a very good shoulder day. A couple of pump shots will be on the screen for you here. That one in the natural lighting with a leg flex and my training arm flex, oh, it was on like Donkey Kong. There was a little remnants of a pump from the high day. After all that, not feeling it, the pump came, but it went. After I took that picture, I turned around to do my last exercise and I deflated again. Oh, the pump had gone. But all in all, great session. Like I said, I'm in a new environment. It felt good. Didn't really feel anything. Like I said, I just wanted to get in there and give it all to the prep rather than focusing on the documentation. Same goes for yesterday's arm day. Arm day was very, very good. Different machines, different hitting from different angles than I would usually do. Kept most of the exercises similar, but when you use a different machine or I subbed out 1 or 2 exercises, it does hit different. But again, when I got to hamstrings, my life just left me and I started not to go hypo, but you know when you go a bit dizzy and very lifeless, you get a bit cold. But we got that done, finished it off, got the steps done, did my hyper extensions, and then got ourselves out of there. The rest of yesterday was good. I felt great, all things considered. I got myself to bed about 8 o'clock as I have been doing about 8, half 8 since maybe 10 weeks out. I was ready for bed. So today we're up, non-training day, 45 minutes cardio and the post cardio posing round day, which I will show you a bit later on because I am going to get my hair cut, which I'll do a nice little transition so you can catch up with the trim. So what I'm going to do now is kick back, watch some Netflix. I've been re-watching The Witcher. I obviously just finished the new season, but I'm going back and watching it from the beginning again because it is one of my favourites. It's a comfort thing. When you're in this mind state, you don't want to be watching new things because you're just mentally foggy. So something that you know you enjoy, that you don't have to watch 110% of the time because you know what happens, and obviously when you love it, I've seen it a good few times. I'm that sort of watcher. I know people have their opinions about rewatching stuff. I'm a big fan of rewatching the good stuff. In my opinion, The Witcher is top 3 best Netflix series of all time. I couldn't tell you the other 2 off the top of my head. It's just one that I love and a bit of recency bias. But that's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna go get my hair cut straight from the barbers. I'll go and do my second round of cardio, and then what I'll do is I'll catch you when we make our second meal of the day, and we'll do a nice transition like this. So we are back, we are trimmed up. I just got back from my second round of cardio, hence the possible headphone hair and the cardio face, but we are trimmed, like I said. And just as I wait for my rice and beans to finish cooking before we get into meal 2, I thought I would take you through my post-cardio posing rounds, which will already be on the screen for you here. Cardio was hard this morning. I struggled, but got it done. Posing rounds look good. I look a lot leaner, a lot tighter, considerably, especially from last week's. On those back shots, my glutes are in, it's at the bottom, you can see the ridges in that back relaxed. Side shots, my glutes are coming in when I pose them correctly. I'm just looking a bit flat, which is obviously going to be the case at this point. I've been running low days. I didn't really fill up too much on my higher day. So I'm going to be digging deeper and deeper into that pit, that bottomless pit it feels like. But the second round of cardio went well. I felt tight in the top of my quads. Obviously quads are getting quite a lot of use and abuse at the moment. Training them obviously on quad day once a week, then cardio twice a day as well on the stairs, high incline walk, and obviously steps, which aren't really a taxing output, but in addition to the rest, it's obviously going to take its toll. But I'm doing what I can with a massage gun and stretches, active recovery, all that stuff, just to try and maximize my recovery and minimize the stiffness and aching that I feel in them 24/7. Like I said, after I eat this meal, I'm going to be filming my talk through for my 8 weeks out quad workout, which I'll probably release Thursday, so tomorrow, just to take the pressure off of me to edit it properly and not rush through things and get it out and cause myself any additional stress, just to keep things chill. I'm not trying to burn out the day after I come back from being burnt out. So I'm gonna spend the rest of my day just editing it, obviously filming it and then editing that slowly. So that'll probably go out Thursday. I'll probably release this on the Sunday instead of the Saturday, and then back to the Wednesday, Saturdays from there with another quad workout and hopefully a back workout to follow. That's how it's going to go. Talking of the back workouts, you'll be seeing that next time I catch up with you tomorrow, because I will take you through a brief run through of the workout and how it went, but the aim is to film that one as well for the YouTube channel. So that is me. I'll catch you a bit later on. Okay, right everyone, I am just about to go out and finish my steps before I have meal 4 and then jump in the group call with my coach Brad and some of the team. But before I do that, I thought I'd jump on quickly and take you through today's back workout, because it was a big one. I will, as I mentioned previously, be doing a full talk through video going through this workout, but you'll be seeing a compilation of the best bits of the workout, a couple of reps at the start of the set, and then my last final reps, the usual way that I do it when I show you these compilations. But changed up a few things, and oh my god, it worked for the better. It was an unbelievable session. Started off with a supinate grip pull down, a hammer strength pull down. Absolutely love it. Used to use it all the time religiously when I trained at Norton. So getting back there and starting with that was just a blast from the past, and I absolutely loved it. Then similarly to what we do with the prime seated row, used the Cybex seated row and the single arm lat focus rows. Really trying to think about pulling down as we pull back, getting that elbow into the hip and really thinking about twisting into the lat as opposed to using the upper back. That's why we start with a pull down, get some blood into the lat, get some pump through the lats so that we can prioritize them in these beginning movements, as especially the lower lats is an area that I have been working on to improve through the off season, and that doesn't stop just because we're in prep. We then moved on to a T-bar row where I was focusing more on the mid back, so the mid of the lat. So we started down below the lower lats and we're working our way up the back. That's how I have structured the workout for today. New machine, I wanted to give it a go. It was a bit more upper back focus than I would have liked. However, we got some solid work through that mid back and it was pumped. It was savage. Before moving on to the Strive upper back row, similar to that hammer strength upper back focus row. Not quite as nice as the prime one, the extreme row. That is insane for the upper back, and I will likely be using that for the upper back when I move back to graftism. I will be back on Sunday for quads to kick off the 6 weeks out vlog, so you'll be seeing that. Make sure to check it out when it goes live. But nevertheless, although the lighting wasn't the greatest and it was a bit dark on that compilation, you can see the upper back was getting worked, it was getting pumped, we were getting some blood in that upper back. Through that strive, you can obviously toggle the resistance profile similarly to the prime pin loaded stuff and obviously prime plate loaded stuff with the plates themselves. So we got some extra tension in that stretch, so in the length and range in the beginning of the movement, just because we've exhausted the full shortened, and if we put the weight and the resistance there, we're not going to get fully short, we're not going to complete a full range of motion. So where we're still a bit fresher in that length and range, where we can still load that length and range, get more work in that length and range, where it has been scientifically proven to elicit a greater hypertrophic response. Obviously you're going to grow more muscle by training in the length and range and using a full range of motion. Get some load in there, have a little drop off so we can get the muscle fully short even though it's later in the workout. And then we moved on to deadlifts. Deadlifts at exercise 5 was amazing for my back, as my back was pumped and I was using less of my quads. You can see that I was using more of a constant tension, so even though I'm putting it down, I'm not relaxing between the reps, and that was absolutely savage. But being in such a deficit that I am and feeling how I'm feeling, that was brutal, that deep into the workout. But nevertheless, it was a great set. So I'll probably keep it pushed back. Exercise selection is very important to progress. Having it further back in the workout I think is going to be nothing but beneficial to me in the future, so that is what we're going to do. And then finishing off with a final pull down, the muscle round, the 6x6. That looked great on camera, you can see my back is fully blown by then. That wrapped up the workout. I'll put a couple of the pump shots on the screen for you as well, obviously the little flex is part of the montage, but also some post-workout shots. And yeah, that is that. I am going to go, I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to go get this done. And then obviously I'm not trying to go through it too much because I'm going to do a whole video on it, so you have to check it out. And I will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day, chest day, final session at Norton and final session of the 7 weeks out vlog, so very much excited for that, and I will catch you then. Okay, right, what is going on everyone? We are finishing the week where we ended the clip yesterday in the kitchen. I'm about to make my final meal of the day. Today was chest day, my last session at Norton, like I mentioned yesterday. What a session it was. We went out with a bang. I'll leave 2 exercises and my pump shots on the screen view here. The incline Smith, which was obviously a little bit blurry, you didn't focus it properly. Then that Gym 80 decline conversion press, which is a godsend. My chest will look amazing contracting through that. You can really feel each rep, really squeeze each contraction so well, especially because it converges as you contract. So I'm a massive fan of that, similarly to the Gym Leco one, which I can't wait to get back to graftism and use. I've just seen a few teaser clips of some of the kit that they've brought in on top of the stuff that they moved in just before they closed down for renovation, and I am so excited. I'm gonna be like a kid in the toy shop when I get back there. First session back quads, they've got the Mark II Cybex hack, they've got a new squat press, a whole load of other goodies for me to get on and use, so that'll be a good workout and that'll be a good addition to the 6 weeks out vlog when you see that, obviously next week, but in 2 days for me. Obviously it starts tomorrow for me actually. Pump shots look really good. Obviously I'm flat, deflated, lifeless. You can see my legs are very flat, but you can also see that everything is getting very detailed. Obviously the chest pump, so the striations through the chest and the delts and the new vascularity coming through the pecs is what has gassed me, gave me a massive boost to this evening, I'll tell you that for free. I was doing my post-workout cardio and I was getting a bit hot when I was doing it, and I powered through and then started getting hot and cold sweats on the way home. That was horrible. I'd imagine the lack of carbs, not quite hypo, but on the route to a bit of hypoglycemia. But we had a post-workout meal, chilled for a little bit, and I was brand new again. I'm all shaved up now, finished my steps, done some stretching, and then now I'm gonna put some E45 on just to moisturize the skin after shaving, so I'm not too dry. I'm noticing I'm getting a little bit dry. As my body's drying out, my skin is drying out a little bit with it, so just to keep on top of that. And most importantly for this evening, the football season starts. Obviously Burnley Man City first game of the season, so excited to get back watching the football. However, 8 o'clock kickoff, I'm usually getting into bed about 8:30, so I'll struggle to make it past the second half, but wish me luck. Wish me luck for tomorrow's check-in. You'll be seeing that as part of the 6 weeks out vlog. I am so excited to see what the next couple of weeks bring. It is really crunch time now, the last 6 weeks of my first bodybuilding prep. The time just flies, but that is going to end the video for this week. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, click that notification bell so you do not miss a single upload, 2 uploads a week, the weekly vlogs and some additional content like full day in the life, full day of eatings, workout walkthroughs, and other good stuff that you do not want to be missing. Leave a comment down below with any ideas, anything you want to see from me and the channel in the coming weeks in terms of content and stuff you want to see in videos. Share this to a friend, bring them on the journey with us, and let's have a massive week. I will catch you all in the next one. I'm out.